Taxi to parking, Qatari 786.
Dubai ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for pushback. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, pushback approved, tail to the north. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, disregard last message. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, pushback approved, tail to the east. Dubai ground, Emirates 217, ready for pushback. Emirates 217, hold position. Holding position, Emirates 217. Dubai ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 12 right. Emirates 217, pushback approved, tail to the north. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, pushback approved, tail to the east. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Emirates 217. Dubai ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, runway 12 right, taxi via Zulu, Zulu 11, Kilo 4, contact tower when ready. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, contact Dubai ground on 118.35. Contacting Dubai ground on 118.35, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. Dubai ground, Emirates 217, ready to taxi. Dubai ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready to taxi to runway 12 right. Emirates 217, taxi to runway 12 right, contact tower when ready. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, avoid sending duplicate messages. Taxiing to runway 12 right, Emirates 217. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, you were not cleared to enter the runway, please exit the runway. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, line up and wait runway 12 right. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, wind 220 S6, runway 12 right, cleared for takeoff. November 931 Lima Juliet, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Dubai Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 12 right, departing straight out.
Wilco, November 931 Lima Juliet.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, avoid sending duplicate messages. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, wind 220 S6, runway 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
Dubai Tower, November 931 Lima Juliet, ready for departure.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 12 right, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. Stand by, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. November 931 Lima Juliet, when able turn left, contact Thank you, good day, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
Wilco, November 931 Lima Juliet. Dubai Tower, November 931 Lima Juliet, ready for departure in sequence at runway 30 right, remaining in the pattern.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, request frequency change. November 931 Lima Juliet, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, frequency change approved, good day. London Heathrow ground, Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left.
London Heathrow ground, Royal Flight 107 Super, ready for pushback.
Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super. Royal Flight 107 Super, pushback approved, tail to the south.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, Royal Flight 107 Super.
London Heathrow ground, KLM 4805. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. KLM 4805, taxi to runway 27 left, contact tower when ready. Taxi, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. Thank you, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. London Heathrow ground, Swiss 316, request taxi to parking. Swiss 316, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Swiss 316. Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, hold position. Holding position, Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super. London Heathrow ground, Virgin 317, ready to taxi. November 309 Delta Uniform. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready to taxi to runway 27 left. Virgin 317, taxi to runway 27 left, contact tower when ready.
London Heathrow ground, Royal Flight 107 Super, ready to taxi.
Taxiing to runway 27 left, Virgin 317. Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, taxi to 091 negative 27 LV Lima, November 3. Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, runway 27 left, taxi via Lima, November 3, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 27 left via Lima, November 3, Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super. Royal Flight 107 Super, taxi to runway 27 left, hold short of 9 right 27 left.
Taxiing to runway 27 left, will hold short of 9 right 27 left, Royal Flight 107 Super.
Royal Flight 107 Super, taxi to waypoint.
Taxiing to waypoint, Royal Flight 107 Super.
London Heathrow ground, Emirates 22, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. Emirates 22, pushback approved, tail to the west. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready to taxi to runway 27 left. Pushback approved, tail to the west, Emirates 228. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, runway 27 left, taxi via Lima, November 3, contact tower when ready. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure in sequence at runway 27. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, hold short of runway 27 left. Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, line up and wait runway 27 left. Line up and wait runway 27 left, Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super. Holding short runway 27 left, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, line up and wait runway 27 left. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, wind 260 F3, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. London Heathrow Tower, KLM 4805 is 11 nautical miles to the east at 11,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left. London Heathrow Tower, Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, line up and wait runway 27 left. KLM 4805, wind 260 F3, number 1, runway 27 left, cleared to land. Line up and wait runway 27 left, Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 27 left, KLM 4805. Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, wind 260 F3, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 left, Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super.
Turn left heading 360, Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 4 nautical miles west of London Heathrow at 4,300 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 8 right at London Gatwick.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, continuous file, expect the aisles approach runway 26 left at London Gatwick. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, maintain 5,000. Emirates 287 Super, reduce speed to 200 knots. Qatar Cargo 77, reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Emirates 287 Super. Unable, Qatar Cargo 77. Heathrow Director, Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, with US 600.
Boeing 1101, please expedite altitude. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, turn left heading 160. Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet, avoid sending duplicate messages. Sharman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, radar contact. I'm sorry, Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet.
Turn left heading 160, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet, turn left heading 270, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 left approach.
Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, requesting climb to 7,000.
Turn left heading 270, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 left, Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet.
Qatar Cargo 77, request frequency change.
Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet, increase speed to 220 knots. Increase speed to 220 knots, Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet. Qatar Cargo 77, contact London Heathrow Tower on 118.5.
Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, Qatar Cargo 77.
Emirates 287 Super, contact London Heathrow Tower on 118.5.
Emirates 287 Super, request frequency change.
Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, altitude at your discretion. Emirates 287 Super, contact London Heathrow Tower on 118.5. Boeing 1101, do not exceed 220 knots. Do not exceed 220 knots, Boeing 1101. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, reduce speed to 200 knots. Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, expect vectors for the ILS approach.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. Turn left heading 160, Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super.
Boeing 1101, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Boeing 1101. Boeing 1101, turn left heading 350. Turn left heading 350, Boeing 1101. Boeing 1101, turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 left approach.
Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, requesting descent to 7,000.
Turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 27 left, Boeing 1101. Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, disregard flight plan.
Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo Super, disregard last message.
Shaman Air 14 Sierra Bravo.
London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 13 nautical miles to the west at 5,000 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 8 right.
Speedbird 259, climb and maintain 8,000.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 1 nautical miles southeast of Dunsfold at 5,000.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, contact London Gatwick Radio on 122.8. Speedbird 259.
London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 11 nautical miles to the west at 5,000 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 8 right.
2500. One thousand. $500. $400. $400. $400. $500. $400. $300. $200. $100. $50. $30. Retard. Retard.
London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, taxiing to runway 8 right. London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is taking off runway 8 right, remaining in the pattern. London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is taking off runway 8 right, departing straight out. London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is clear of all runways.
Stall. Stall.
London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is inbound. Request traffic advisory. Shaman Air 14 Sierra. November 817 Oscar Golf. Hold short of runway 27 left. Number 1, clear to land. Runway 27 left. Speedbird 259. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 25 nautical miles to the southeast at 7,500 feet. Inbound for landing. Qatar Cargo 77, wind 270 at 7, number 2, runway 27 left, clear to land. Qatar Cargo 77, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Qatar Cargo 77. Boeing 1101, roger. Going around, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. General 668 flight of 2, request frequency change. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 27 nautical miles to the southeast at 7,100 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left. Holding short runway 27 left, November 817 Oscar Golf. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, wind 270 at 7, number 5, runway 27 left, clear to land.
London Heathrow Tower, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha India, ready for departure.
Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. London Gatwick Radio, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, going around. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 20. Going around, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 26 nautical miles to the east at 6,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left. Maintain slowest practical speed, Air India 171 Heavy. London Heathrow Tower, Air India 171 Heavy, inbound on the visual runway 27 left. Air India 171 Heavy, wind 270 at 7, number 3, runway 27 left, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 27 left, Air India 171 Heavy. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, inbound on the GPS runway 27 left. London Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 61 Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, departing south. Speedbird 61 Super, hold short of runway 27 left. London Heathrow Tower, Swiss 198, inbound on the ILS runway 27 left. Holding short runway 27 left. Speedbird 61 Super.
Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet is on final runway 27 left.
Stand by, Malaysian 610. Oscar Hotel Quebec Kilo Juliet, roger. Qatar Cargo 77, exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. Wilco, Qatar Cargo 77. Swiss 198, wind 270 F7, number 4, runway 27 right, cleared to land. Swiss 198, disregard last message.
London Heathrow Tower, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha India is 11 nautical miles to the west of 7,900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left.
Swiss 198, wind 270 F7, number 4, runway 27 left, cleared to land. Number 4, cleared to land, runway 27 left, Swiss 198. London Heathrow Tower, Cargolux Italia 747 is 11 nautical miles to the east at 1,400 feet, inbound for landing. Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha India, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved. Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha India, good day.
Cargolux Italia 747, enter left downwind runway 27 left. Cargolux Italia 747, enter left downwind runway 27 left. Cargolux Italia 747, disregard last message. Cargolux Italia 747, wind 270 F7, number 4, runway 27 left, cleared to land. Cargolux Italia 747, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. Swiss 198, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. Swiss 198, speed at your discretion. Roger, Swiss 198. General 668 flight of 2, request frequency change. London Heathrow Tower, Malaysian 610, ready for departure at runway 27 left, departing straight out. Malaysian 610, hold short of runway 27 left. Holding short runway 27 left, Malaysian 610. Air India 171 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Wilco, Air India 171 Heavy. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, contact London Heathrow Tower on 118.5.
Heathrow Director, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Alpha India, with yield 9,600.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 9 nautical miles to the east at 1,200 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left.
London Heathrow Tower, Jet Airways 5, ready for departure in sequence at runway 27 left, departing straight out.
London Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 3796, ready for departure in Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, taxiing to runway 24. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, crossing runway 24. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is taking off runway 24, remaining in the pattern. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is taking off runway 18 left, remaining in the pattern. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is taking off runway 18 left, departing straight out. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is inbound, request traffic advisory. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, going around. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Oscar, taxiing to runway 18 left. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Oscar, crossing runway 24. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Oscar, taxiing to runway 6. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Oscar, crossing runway 6. Amsterdam Schiphol traffic, Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Oscar, crossing runway 6. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 7 nautical miles southwest of Clacton at 9,800 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow. Heathrow depart. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, continue as filed, expect the GPS approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow. Speedbird 4475, radar contact.
Sun Country 88 is 8 nautical miles east of London Gatwick at 19,000.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 10 nautical miles west of Clacton at 9,400 feet, requesting radar vectors to London Heathrow.
KLM 888 Heavy, requesting to divert to London Heathrow.
KLM 888 Heavy, diversion approved, expect vectors to London Heathrow.
Roger, KLM 888 Heavy.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, requesting descent to 5,000.
Roger, Sun Country 88. Sun Country 88, requesting climb to flight level 240.
Sun Country 88, climb and maintain flight level 240. Sun Country 88, contact Paris Charles traffic on 122.8.
Contacting Paris Charles traffic on 122.8, Sun Country 88.
Sun Country 88, disregard last message. Sun Country 88, contact London Centre on 127.0.
Contacting London Centre on 127.0, Sun Country 88. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Heathrow Director on 120.4.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 7 nautical miles northwest of London Southend at 5,500 feet, requesting GPS approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, expect vectors for the GPS approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow.
Turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 1000, Sun Country 88.
Sun Country 88, you are outside of my airspace. Proceed on course.
Roger, Sun Country 88.
Roger, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Heathrow Director on 120.4.
Delta 700 Echo. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, continue as filed. Expect the GPS approach runway 27 right at London Heathrow. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 5 nautical miles north of Thurrock at 5,200 feet. Requesting visual approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 27 right at London Heathrow.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, requesting descent to 3,500.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, continue as filed.
Continue as filed, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
November 436 X-Ray Lima, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Heathrow Director on 120.4.
November 436 X-Ray Lima is 1 nautical miles northwest of Thurrock at 28,600 feet, requesting radar vectors to London Heathrow.
November 436 X-Ray Lima, expect vectors to London Heathrow.
Roger, November 436 X-Ray Lima. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, requesting descent to 2,500.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, descend and maintain 2,500. Heathrow Director, KLM 888 Heavy, with you at 1,600.
Descend and maintain 2,500, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
KLM 888 Heavy, radar contact. KLM 888 Heavy, contact London Heathrow Tower on 118.5. Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, KLM 888 Heavy.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 2 nautical miles southwest of London City at 2,600 feet,
2,500.
requesting ILS approach runway 27 left at London
2,500.
Heathrow.
November 436 X-Ray Lima, increase speed to 200 knots.
Heathrow Director, United 4741, with you at 1,400. Increase speed to 200 knots, November 436 X-Ray Lima.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, continuous file, expect a visual approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, requesting descent to 2000.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, contact London Heathrow Tower on 118.5.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 12 nautical miles to the east at 2,500 feet, inbound for landing.
Line up and wait runway 27 left, Emirates 777 heavy.
Going around, November 436 X-Ray Lima. American 1968 Super, request frequency change. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 10 nautical miles to the east at 2,400 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 7 nautical miles east of London Heathrow at 1,900 feet, requesting visual approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow.
Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, continuous file, expect a visual approach runway 27 left at London Heathrow. November 436 X-Ray Lima, you're in an active airspace, please contact Heathrow Director on 120. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, contact London Heathrow Tower on 11.
Going around, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
1000.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 4 nautical miles to the east at 1,000 feet. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super is 4 nautical miles to the east at 900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left.
$500.
London Heathrow Tower, Air India 419 heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 27 left, departing straight out.
300. 200. 20.
Going around, Victor Tango Victor Alpha Mike. Going around, November 436 X-Ray Lima.
London Heathrow ground, Royal Flight 155, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left.
London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, request taxi to the British Airways maintenance.
Taxiing to start via Royal Flight 155.
Thank you, good day, November 716 Delta Hotel. You're welcome, November 716 Delta Hotel. Taxiing to runway 27 right, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy.
London Heathrow ground, FedEx 782, ready for pushback.
London Heathrow ground, Royal Flight 155, ready to taxi to runway 27 left. Taxiing to runway 27 left, Royal Flight 155.
Taxiing to start via FedEx 782.
London Heathrow ground, Singapore 771 Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 9 right. Continue taxi, Victor Tango Fox. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, request taxi to gate 542 at the Terminal 5B. Pushback approved, tail to the south, Singapore 771 Super. Holding position, X-ray Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta.
London Heathrow ground, Emirates 08, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left.
Air China 1213 Heavy, request frequency change.
Pushback approved, tail to the west, Emirates 08.
Taxiing to runway 27 right, Air China 1213 Heavy.
London Heathrow ground, FedEx 782, ready to taxi. Taxiing to runway 27 left, FedEx 782.
London Heathrow ground, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy, ready to taxi. Air China 1213 Heavy, request frequency change. Frequency change approved. Air China 1213 Heavy, good day. Holding position, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy. London Heathrow ground, Air China 1213 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. Air China 1213 Heavy, request frequency change. London Heathrow ground, Singapore 771 Super, ready to taxi to runway 9 right. London Heathrow ground, Air China 1213 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 9 left. Frequency change approved. Air China 1213 Heavy, good day.
FedEx 782, request frequency change.
London Heathrow Ground, Singapore 771 Super, ready to taxi. London Heathrow Ground, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy, ready to taxi. Continue taxi, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy. Taxiing to runway 27 left via Victor, Sierra, Sierra 1, Singapore 771 Super. Pushback approved, tail to the north, X-ray Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta.
Taxiing to runway 27 left, Emirates 08.
London Heathrow Ground, X-ray Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta, ready to taxi. Holding position, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy.
London Heathrow Ground, Royal Flight 155, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left.
Holding position, Air China 1213 Heavy.
Taxiing to start via Royal Flight 155.
Taxiing to runway 27 left, X-ray Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta. London Heathrow Ground, Air India 830, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. London Heathrow Ground, FedEx 218, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. London Heathrow Ground, November 31645, ready for pushback. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Air India 830. Taxiing to start via FedEx 218.
London Heathrow Ground, Austrian 458, ready for pushback.
Taxiing to runway 27 left via Sierra, Sierra 1, FedEx 218.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Austrian 458.
London Heathrow Ground, Royal Flight 155, ready to taxi. Taxiing to runway 27 left via Lima 28, Royal Flight 155.
Continue taxi, Victor Tango Foxtrot Mike Kilo Heavy. London Heathrow Ground, Air China 1213 Heavy, ready for pushback. Holding position, Air China 1213 Heavy. London Heathrow Ground, Air India 830, ready to taxi to runway 27 left.
Royal Flight 155, request frequency change.
Taxiing to runway 27 left, Air India 830. Taxiing to runway 27 right, will hold short of 9 left 27 right, Air China 1213 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 27 left, Austrian 458.
London Heathrow ground, SpiceJet 5, ready for pushback. Pushback approved, tail to the north, SpiceJet 5.
Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, FedEx 218. Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, Air China 1213 Heavy.
London Heathrow ground, SpiceJet 5, ready to taxi.
London Heathrow ground, New Zealand 1 Super, request taxi to parking. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. Taxiing to runway 27 left, test flight 350.
Give way to aircraft, Austrian 458.
Continue taxi, SpiceJet 5.
London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. I'm sorry, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super.
Austrian 458, request frequency change. Frequency change approved. Austrian 458, good day.
Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, SpiceJet 5.
London Heathrow ground, Turkish 11 Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Turkish 11 Alpha Heavy.
London Heathrow ground, Golf Mike Alpha X-Ray Romeo, ready to taxi. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left. Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, test flight 350. London Heathrow ground, Typhoon 693 Super, ready to taxi. London Heathrow ground, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready to taxi to runway 27 left.
Line up and wait runway 27 left, SpiceJet 5.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. Holding short runway 27 left, test flight 350.
FedEx 782, request frequency change.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 27 left. Spice gate 5.
Line up and wait runway 27 left. Test flight 350.
Contacting John F. Kennedy traffic on 122.9 of 5, FedEx 782.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure in sequence at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 left, test flight 350. Going around, November 31645. London Heathrow Tower, November 31645 is 4 nautical miles to the northeast at 2,400 feet, inbound for landing. London Heathrow Tower, November 31645 is 4 nautical miles to the east at 2,300 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left.
Line up and wait runway 27 left, Austrian 458.
London Heathrow Tower, Typhoon 693 Super, ready for departure in sequence at runway 27 left, departing west.
Spice gate 5. Request frequency change.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 left, Austrian 458.
London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. London Heathrow Tower, Typhoon 693 Super is 3 nautical miles to the west at 2,600 feet, inbound for landing. London Heathrow Tower, November 31645 is 7 nautical miles to the east at 2,900 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left. Number 1, clear to land, runway 27 left, November 31645.
Contacting Heathrow departure on 120.52, Emirates 08.
London Heathrow Tower, Typhoon 693 Super is 5 nautical miles to the southeast at 2,200 feet, inbound for landing.
Austrian 458, request frequency change. Frequency change approved. Austrian 458, good day.
London Heathrow Tower, Typhoon 693 Super is 7 nautical miles to the southeast at 1,500 feet, inbound for landing. Contacting London Heathrow Tower on 118.5, China Southern 930 Heavy. Typhoon 693 Super is on final runway 27 right, full stop. London Heathrow Tower, China Southern 930 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. London Heathrow Tower, November 280 Tango Kilo is 13 nautical miles to the east at 3,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 27 left. Typhoon 693 Super is on final runway 27 left. London Heathrow Tower, China Southern 930 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. Line up and wait runway 27 left, China Southern 930 Heavy. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 27 left, November 280 Tango Kilo. London Heathrow Tower, China Southern 930 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 27 left, departing straight out. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 left, China Southern 930 Heavy. Typhoon 693 Super is on final runway 27 right. China Southern 930 Heavy is on right downwind runway 27 left. London Heathrow Tower, China Southern 930 Heavy is 3 nautical miles to the west at 1,000 feet, inbound for landing. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure in sequence at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. November 280 Tango Kilo, request frequency change. Going around, China Southern 930 Heavy. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, remaining in the pattern. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, departing straight out. Speedbird 185 Juliet Super, request frequency change. Speedbird 185 Juliet Super, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved, Speedbird 185 Juliet Super, good day. Victor Tango Victor Alpha Mike, stay intentions.
London Heathrow ground, Tomjet 4329 Oscar, ready for pushback, requesting runway 27 left.
Tomjet 4329 Oscar, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Tomjet 4329 Oscar.
Victor Tango Victor Alpha Mike, you're on an active airport. please contact London Heathrow ground on 121.7. X-ray Bravo Yankee X-ray Bravo, taxi to runway 27 left. Speedbird 185, London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, departing straight out. Victor Tango Victor Alpha Mike, request frequency change. Holding short runway 27 right, Speedbird 185 Juliet Super. Victor Tango Victor Alpha Mike, please wait for clearance before taking off. London Heathrow Tower, test flight Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, please wait for clearance before taking off. Speedbird 185 Juliet Super, line up and wait runway 27 left. London Heathrow Tower, China Eastern 551 is 8 nautical miles to the east at 2,700 feet, inbound for landing. Line up and wait runway 27 left, Speedbird 185 Juliet Super. China Eastern 551, wind 270 at 7, number 1, runway 27 right, clear to land. Test flight. London Heathrow Tower, Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 27 left, departing straight out. Delta 700 Echo Romeo Super, wind 270 at 7, runway 27 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Number 1, clear to land, runway 27 left, test flight 350. Speedbird 185 Juliet Super, wind 270 at 7, runway 27 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 27 left, Speedbird 185 Juliet Super.